Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial from Mr. Kyle on our trash launching robot. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that as we have this from last week, we're still missing one part, which is the robot can't really move. And so we don't have enough motors to make this move on its own, but we do still want to make it nice and smooth to move, and especially when it's on carpet or a surface that's a little bit more frictiony, it's not going to be as easy to slide around. Great. So first what we're going to do is we're going to add some wheels on. So if we're looking over here, to add on wheels, the only way would be able to add like this. And we know that wheels only turn this way, so that's not really going to help. We need our wheels to face this way. If we mount them over here, it's a little bit too high, so they won't be able to do us any good. So we have a couple options. We can connect them via through the center over here. We can also add them to the side. Either one is fine, but because we have something on the other side over here, I'm going to show you guys how we're going to mount it through the middle. So, in order to convert our directions, because these peg holes are going downwards to a horizontal way, we're going to do exactly what we did last time. So, we're going to grab our L peg, and again, you can always switch this out with an H peg, but you'll have to add and do some modifications because we're going to be using this hole right there to add our axle through. And remember that circles and circles are friends, and so in this case, it's going to let our wheels be able to move freely. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in just like so. So I'm going to go in and click. There we go. So it's not going to be standing like this. However, we still need to add in our axles. So remember that plus and plus are friends, so I'm going to make them all friends and happy together. There we go. I'm going to add our first side through this hole right here. So there we go. And now this looks a little lopsided, so I'm going to grab another circle, or another wheel, and I'm going to make the plus and plus friends, just like that. Push in, kind of nice and satisfying. And then we're going to put it here, but wait a minute, this hole's already occupied. And that doesn't seem to work. So what we're going to do is go ahead and grab our axle to axle connector. You can see that there's a plus and plus on both sides. It kind of marries both of the axles together. So I'm going to add our axle over here. And remember that plus and plus are friends, so I'm going to add it through here again. Plus and plus are friends again. And voila. We have our wheels. So now we can go ahead and move nicely. We can turn a little bit, we can drift to the side, go forward and backwards. Additionally, if you have a caster wheel, this is optional, but still very cool, you can go ahead and add on right here. Oops, sorry. Second. You can go ahead and add it on right over here. Now, because one peg loose makes things loose all the time, we could add our H peg situation and make it 2 pegs strong, but because this is a circle, and if it spins around, it's not really going to affect the usage of a caster wheel, so we can go ahead and just plop it on. 1 peg loose here is completely fine. Going to connect it over here on the right side, because the right side is where the weight distribution is for our EV3. Check it out. We have our nice and sturdy EV3, and it can go ahead and move, claw, and bring itself up, just like that.